are growing, they're more than half of humanity. Very often they have a young population. Cities are the engines of economic growth, they're the engines of innovation. So the biggest challenge for city education systems is to A, to keep improving, and B, to make sure they're churning out students who are not just educated in the basics, but are able to play an active role in shaping the labour market.
The greatest challenge, I believe, in England is how do we ensure that the gaps between low-income and higher-income children are reduced while raising standards for all.
We see education as going far beyond just the narrow role of helping school kids to pass exams. We see it as about equipping them with the life skills and essentially the ability to be able to manage their roles in the 21st century.
The Citi Foundation is very focused. We try to focus in areas where we think we can make a difference. In the field of education, we're very interested in youth livelihoods in education. So we support innovations and scaling up of ideas that can help young people have education that enables them to either access higher education or to get employment.
Citi is active in about 1,000 cities around the world, focusing on 150 of the most large and fast-growing urban centers around the world. So we have a lot of knowledge and a lot of ideas that we see and that we can cross-fertilize across these cities.
Cities are at an advantage somehow by the fact that they concentrate many of the education resources in a small amount of space.
One of the odd things about cities, one of the distinctive things about cities, is the fact that they have rich people and poor people living cheek by jowl, and people with different languages in the same city. And one of the challenges for a city education system is to somehow deliver for all of those people.
When your school becomes really confident in the quality of your teaching and learning through outstanding leadership in the school, that's when you create the climate in which innovation can take place.
It's everyone's responsibility because at the bottom line is that education is an economic issue, and when you have a region with 350 million Arabs, 200 million are youth, then it's everybody's problem, as we can see today.
I think the takeaways for me were, number one, that this issue of education reform and education excellence is a worldwide topic that people care about. And secondly, that there's a lot of hope because there are innovative ideas and a lot of effort to test what works and why.
This model of school-to-school support, of the education system recognising that the expertise that we have in school improvement all lies within schools. We're not going to bring the private sector in to turn schools around, we're not going to bring local authorities or central government in. The expertise exists in the outstanding schools in this country.
There is huge potential in the next decade for technology to transform large aspects of education. The problem, though, is if you lead with technology, you won't solve the problem. So the thing is to think about how you want to reform the system, think about how you want teachers to change the way they teach, and then plug technology in to be a delivery mechanism for that change.
We're seeing so many incredible ideas around the world, and the huge opportunity that we have to tap into best practices and opportunities from all over to really build a new education system here in the UK and in other cities around the world. So that for me is hugely exciting.